7 o'clock in the morning. We're heading to work, so we're gonna do this on the way. If you can't tell in the background, I'm just not leaving Walmart. I had to go get me a little energy drink. I guess I'm gonna do these lives talking about sports and doing the recaps throughout the week and what's been going on. As time goes on, eventually I do want to start my own sports podcast. But for the time being, we're just gonna do this. So let's just wait a couple minutes before people get in here. If not, we're just gonna let it roll. In this one, we're gonna talk about March Madness, NFL free agency, because I have been wanting to talk about that. I just haven't gotten around to wanting to do videos, like long form content talking about it. So that's that. Sipping on my Ghost as I head to work. See if we can get anybody in here. I'd say we got about a 30 to 45 minute drive, so that's how long we'll be live for. What's up? What's up? Hopefully I can see the chat. Maybe Chase will pop in here if he wants to. Maybe we can go live together one of these days. But now that we're just going to go ahead and get it going, I'm just going to talk to myself, and whoever hops in, hops in. So that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and talk about this March Madness. I have been betting on the games, and yesterday was not a bad day for me for betting. I did have a losing day because of Kevin Durant and the Kings, so it really wasn't March Madness. It was more NBA. I had a few bets yesterday, so let's just go ahead and see if I can remember everything that I did do. Oh, and Texas, that Texas game messed me up. So I bought points for situations for reasons like this, but sometimes this one didn't even work out. This first one, so I had Mississippi State plus 6.5, and they lost. And then I had, what did I have after that? I had Akron plus 15.5, but as soon as I saw they were down by 18, I went ahead and cashed that ticket out. So I only lost like 50% of my money, which was smart. And then what else did I have yesterday? I had someone covered. Who covered? Oh, Long Beach State. I had them plus 24.5, and they ended up covering. And the thing is that if I would have just took whatever the spread was, I probably would have lost on all of these. I probably would have lost. Then I had Oregon money line, which that hit yesterday. I had Texas and whoever they played over 135. They ain't even get close to that. Not even close. I should have hammered the under because they were playing like middle schoolers in the first half. It was like 27-11 or something ridiculous like that. It was atrocious. They need to get that bridge fixed. What else? Who else? Kentucky lost to Oakland. I almost got screwed on that game, but good thing I didn't because I had the over 152. The line wasn't 152, but I had the over 152 and it hit. And that's the thing, like I said earlier, if you go for the normal lines, like a lot of these, you probably would have missed yesterday. People would have lost some money, but not me. McNeese State and Gonzaga. I initially had McNeese plus 12.5. And then I was looking at some things on the app, and I changed my mind to Gonzaga Gonzaga minus 5.5, 4.5. And they ended up blowing them out. I don't know what I was thinking. At first, thinking McNeese had a shot, and then I was just looking at a couple things. What else we got? What else do we have? I had Illinois and Morehead State. I had Illinois -4.5, and that I was sweating the first half because I think they were only up by 1, and then they went on a huge run in the second half, which we needed that to happen. So that ended up cashing. I had NC State plus 10.5, and they ended up beating Texas Tech. I'm not surprised by that when NC State coming into the tournament hot. So whenever you have a hot team like that, sometimes it's okay to just ride them out. We had, I think that was it. Oh, and then aside from my NBA bets, I had the Kings money line, which they lost to the damn Wizards. And with the Kings money line, I don't think I'm betting on the Kings again. I boycotted them for a month. Saw they were playing the Wizards. Thought I'd take them again, give them a shot. Nope, they did me wrong again. So we ain't betting on the Kings. We just gonna stay away from the Kings the rest of the year. I had Kevin Durant over 21.5 points against the Hawks. He only got 19. And then I had Jalen Brunson under, I think I had him under 30. And he ended up getting 26. So we were good there. But and then I missed on St. Peter's. I had St. Peter's plus like 21.5 or 24 something, plus 20 something and a half, and they ended up getting the brakes beat off of them. So that happened today. I think that was all my bets. Yeah, that was all my bets. So today we have some games. I think the first game, which is an 8-9 game, I think it's like Florida Atlantic and somebody else. I'm staying away from that game. I don't know much about them two teams. So we might see what happens. We might make a play live and see what happens on it. Or I might look and get a feel for what people are looking at with that game. The Nebraska game, I'm just having a prop bet. I'm the Japanese guy. I don't know his name. I'm going to put him over 12.5 points. I think he's going to show out in this tournament. I don't know if Nebraska will win, but I think he'll show out this game. So I'm going to have him over 12.5 points. Baylor's a 5-12. I forget who they play. I'm probably staying away from that game. Houston plays today. A guy that went to my high school plays for Houston, so we're probably going to look at that game. And then there's a guy that plays on Vermont that's from my hometown. They're playing against Duke, so I don't know how I want to approach that. So I might low-key be rooting for Vermont, but I'm probably not going to – they're probably not going to beat Duke. Who else plays? Who else plays today? March Madness. I might do like a money line parlay with Houston. Oh, UConn, I think they're going to beat the brakes off of Stetson or whoever the heck they play. So I'm probably going to put them plus like 20.5 or something. I think they're going to blow them out. I'm trying to think who else plays today. Kansas squeaked by yesterday. And that dude from I gotta watch the highlights from that Oakland game. I gotta see this dude hit 10-3. I just gotta see it. And the guy from Oregon played well. They look good against South Carolina. I'm trying to think who else plays today from Oregon. I can't think of anyone else. NFL free agency. Let's go ahead and talk about that before I get off of here. I don't really have a lot of picks for today yet, aside from that Japanese guy for Nebraska over 12.5 points. And then, of course, we'll look at some NBA stuff for my picks. But I think I'm going to, for the NBA, the NFL free agency has been interesting. I'm a Philly fan, so I'm happy with how things have went down. We're just waiting to see what happens with Hassan Reddick. Saquon went to the Eagles. We signed some pass rusher from the Jets. Picked up some linemen, I think, to replace Kelsey. We signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. There's rumors that Justin Simmons could still be in play, depending on the contract. Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta makes that division extremely interesting, with Derek Carr being in New Orleans. Tampa Bay, they got Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, so that's going to be a solid team, or a solid offense. That Atlanta offense can get a little crazy. They have the potential to be the best offense in the league. Key word there is potential with all the pieces they have. If they can get another receiver to pair with Drake London and Kyle Pitts, they'd be all right. Dallas didn't do much. Aaron Donald retired. Keenan Allen got traded to the Bears, which now the Bears want to stack up. Justin Fields got traded to the Steelers for next to nothing. Kenny Pickett got traded to Philly, which I found that interesting. I think Pickett approached that situation. Here's the thing with the Pickett deal. Russell Wilson goes there for next to nothing. He's going to sit behind Russell Wilson for a year. So he wants out because he ain't going to start no more. There's a potential he still starts the following year. So he ends up getting traded to Philly. The problem with Philly is that he's still going to sit on the bench, but Jalen Hurts is there long term. So are you just going to sit there and be the backup? Now, here's the thing. This isn't the first time Philly's done this with the backup quarterback. They did the same thing with Gardner Minshew. When he was on his after a second year with Jacksonville, I think Philly traded for him anyway. So that's not the first time Philly's traded for a backup quarterback in that situation. Now, I don't know if Philly paid a third-round pick for Gardner Minshew. I think we gave up like a sixth or something. I don't remember what we gave up. That's that. We're going to get to work a little earlier than I thought. We actually making decent time. But the second week of NFL free agency has been a little slow. First, as soon as it opened, it was hot. So we'll see how things shake up with the draft. I just wanted to pop in here real quick. Let's see if we can get some people to keep chatting. But it seems like people don't want to chat this morning. It's all good. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here, reflect, and enjoy the rest of my ride to work. I'll see y'all in the next one.